something new and exciting with you, and it is a frozen coffee. So come with me today. It's got some beautiful condensed milk. You'll see it's in ounces, but I'm going to teach you how to do it, and I'm going to also halve it so that I'm not making 6, but I'm just making enough for actually hubby and I, so 2 generous serves. So come with me and I'll show you how. So first thing that we need to do here is actually put some sugar into the bowl. As I've made mention, I'm halving it, so I'm just going to be putting 1.5 ounces in, because I'm going to go a little on the light side as well. Hubby does not appreciate sweet coffee, so just going light on that. Next, we need some instant coffee. So 1/2 ounce because I'm halving it, in this goes. So excited to try this recipe. Now it does take time. You wouldn't be able to whip this one up with visitors arriving in 1/2 hour, because it needs to be set in the fridge for a little while. So just be mindful, not the fridge, the freezer. Just be mindful of that as we make this recipe. By the way, you can see my bowl's dirty. I made condensed milk a little earlier, and so the condensed milk, I figured I took most of it out, but I didn't clean the bowl out because I figured we were going to make stuff anyway. So we've got 5 seconds, speed 10. It's going to mill that down as much as it can. Having a damp bowl means it's not going to get a perfect mill, but in this case with this recipe, I don't think it's going to matter at all. So scrape down the sides with a spatula. Insert the butterfly whisk. So let's grab the butterfly. I don't think I've got a spatula in here at the moment, but there is a time of whipping in a moment, so I'll actually go grab that when I'm off camera. So in with the butterfly whisk. By the way, butterfly whisk, okay, I know it can be a bit of a challenging thing for some, so it goes on the blunt side of the high set of blades. Now if you have trouble remembering which side of blades or which blades, look at the picture. Can you see how it's showing you the actual blades are showing the high blades? Look at that, and then it go behind, okay, on the blunt side. Hopefully that helps you, but reach out if you need support with that. In goes my condensed milk, 2.5 ounces. Whoa, that has set beautifully. Look at that. Love it. It's actually slightly warm still, but not that much warm. What am I doing? 2.5 ounces. Oh, that'll do. Oh, I want to lick the spoon. Yum. So I'm going to be using the rest of that to actually make ice cream to make milkshakes. So vanilla ice cream is really easy. It is literally condensed milk, cream, and then flavoring, which is vanilla, whipped up together. So I've got a recipe for that on the recipe community. Let me know if you want that in the comments below. 2 egg yolks. So obviously I'm doing 1, and I forgot to separate them. So what do I need? The yolk. Thankfully I can pick the yolk out. That I can do. And obviously I'm doing 1. Well, I think I can pick it out. I'm not going to use my hand. One of the beautiful consultants in my team once showed me how you do it between your fingers. You guys know I don't like touching food, so I won't be doing it between my fingers. Okay, on with the lid. And now it is going to aerate for 2 minutes on speed 3 with that butterfly in. Okay, so I will press pause on the video while I spin it up to speed 3, and I'll also grab the spatula so I can scrape down the sides, and so that we don't waste any of that beautiful food. So I'll see you in 2 minutes soon. Okay, this is singing at me, and now at this point in time, I'm going to actually grab a second bowl set. Now it's really handy to have yourself a second bowl set, because in this recipe it says to remove your butterfly whisk, transfer the mixture to a large bowl and set aside, to then insert your butterfly whisk back into the bowl that you've just actually taken your mixture from, and then add some cream. So we can then put in a bowl. I love this. And actually just put the butterfly whisk. It doesn't say I needed to clean the bowl, so I can actually sit that there behind the high set of blades and in with the cream. Now I've got to do half the cream, which is 9 ounces. My brain doesn't like numbers, so here we go. Let's see if I've got enough here. Yes, I do. There we go, 9 ounces or so, and we're going to whip that up. And then we're going to put the 2 things together. So on with the lid. I'm going to use the same dirty lid as before, save on the washing up. So 2.5 minutes on speed 3, and I'll return shortly and I'll show you the final step. Okay, I'm just coming back to you early because my cream actually had started to thicken, and thankfully I didn't leave the room, because I know not to leave the room when it comes to whipping things with a butterfly, especially cream. But you can see there, that is mixed. And if I had gone the extra 1, actually, has it gone back to nothing? Yeah, look, no, it actually hasn't. Hang on, pause. Let me think about this. what was it? It was 3.5. So I actually only done 1 minute and it's already thickened. If I had gone all the way further with another 1.5 minutes, we would have ended up with butter, and we don't want that. So please just make a note in this recipe not to walk away. Some of that will be because my cream is only half of the quantity that the recipe originally calls for, but this is going to be so dependent on your batch of cream you've got. If it's about to expire, it is going to thicken up a lot quicker than a brand new fresh from the cow type cream. So just a little mindful thought there. Now we're going to transfer them together and combine them. So gently fold in with the spatula until fully combined. Oh, this was so close to going to butter. I'll show you what I mean. Whoops, went in a mess. Where's my spatula? So you can see the texture in here. Let me just put it under here and put it close. Can you guys see that texture? It's nearly going what looks nearly grainy. Okay, that's how I can explain that to you. It's actually starting to really look like the oils are starting to come out. Now it has thankfully not got to that stage, but it's nearly got to that stage. And something you don't want to do is let those oils out of it. So we want to fold this into the other one or vice versa. And then we're going to put these into the cups to freeze. So they need to be frozen for at least 2 hours and then taken out 10 to 15 minutes beforehand to then enjoy. So folding it is important. You do not want to fold heavily. If you stir it too heavy, you'll lose the fluffiness of that cream. So, and also being mindful as well with the cream that if you do overwork it, you're going to end up with butter. Okay, coffee flavored butter. Not a terrible idea, but that's not what we're aiming for today. So I'm just carefully folding this in. So that just means turning it on itself. Okay, so I'll just show you that. Turning it on itself. I can see some granules of coffee because obviously I didn't have the super dry bowl when I whipped this up. I'm not that worried. It'll be amazing, I'm sure. And they'll actually probably dissolve in this anyway as we go. So, and I am going to scrape the rest of the sides down. Scraping all the way to the bottom. Obviously, if you don't have a second bowl set, then you're doing this in a bowl. And the larger the bowl, the better. Don't leave it a really tiny bowl because you do want that ability to fold. And actually, if you're doing it in a bowl, they say figure of 8 is the way to go. So over, around, and back. I'm just following the back of the blades in this case with my spatula. And it's nearly done. Smells amazing. Oh my gosh, absolutely beautiful. I reckon if you like coffee, or maybe if you go to a gelato shop and you pick coffee flavored gelato, this is a recipe you need to try because this is just going to be phenomenal. All right, just pouring this into the cups. So luscious. I think this will be something hubby and I will consume over a couple of days because it's just, I mean, it looks beautiful, but it's a lot of what's going to be like nearly a gelato ice cream kind of coffee. So I'll show you what this looks like in a second. All right, let me show you the final product. And you can see actually how thick it is. Let me put it in under the camera. Like it actually holds its form a little bit in there. So there we go. That is the beautiful frozen coffee. So divide the mixture, usually into 6, obviously smaller cups. Cover with cling wrap and place in the freezer for 2 hours. Remove 10 to 15 minutes before serving because it does need to soften up. You don't have any of those things that make your ice cream stay soft. All those nasty ingredients, you've got real ingredients, which is pretty cool. So thanks for joining me today. If you've got any questions or you need any support with this recipe or anything else with your Thermomix, please don't hesitate to reach out. Little tip with this recipe, don't let that cream become butter. If it does become butter, don't waste it, okay? Embrace it. You will get butter and buttermilk from it. So use the buttermilk to make buttermilk pancakes and banana bread and things like that. And obviously use the butter as you normally use butter. So don't let it go to waste if you do get to that stage, okay? Don't get frustrated. I do have videos on my YouTube on how to make butter. So just follow those and make the butter from it. Embrace it. And then grab more cream and have another go. So, well worth doing. Smells amazing. I bet it's going to taste amazing. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it gives you inspiration and confidence to get more out of your TM31, your TM5, TM6 or other thermo cooker. But thanks for joining me today. Take care and I'll see you in the next video soon. Bye for now.